So here's another instance of trying to perform an analysis from an unannounced topic. And we're back in Death in Venice again. The unannounced topic this time is eyes. And so a student came to me with this paragraph here. True, what he felt was nothing more than a longing to travel. This is after Aschenbach has seen the man in the cemetery, and he has now thought about taking his own vacation. He fantasizes about what that vacation might look like where he might go. And toward the end of his fantasy dream location, he says, among the knotted joints of a bamboo thicket, the eyes, there's our unannounced topic, of a crouching tiger gleamed, and he felt his heart throb with terror, yet with a longing inexplicable. Then the vision vanished. So there's your eyes. Read around it a little bit. We can notice that there was a strange high-shouldered birds with curious bills stood gazing sideways without sound or stir. And although the word eyes are not mentioned here, obviously if you're going to be gazing at something, you must be using your eyes. So we have kind of more vision going on than just the ones we initially found with the tiger's eyes. And of course, the phrase, then the vision vanished. Now, technically, of course, that means that Aschenbach is no longer having a daydream at this point. But again, vision, although done here with the mind's eye, is often done with the physiological eye as well. So we have gazing, we have eyes, we have vision. And again, we're not trying to make some master claim. We're not trying to wrap the text up into a nice, neat bow. We're not trying to learn the truth of Aschenbach. We just want to make an observation here, okay? And one thing that seems interesting is the bird is gazing sideways, okay? And the crouching tiger gleamed, his eyes gleamed, but nothing is explicitly being described as being looked at. So, in other words, the bird doesn't necessarily look at Aschenbach. Maybe, maybe not. The tiger, could be looking at Aschenbach, maybe, maybe not. Could be looking at the bird, right, as a victim of attack. Maybe, maybe not. Aschenbach is seeing, right? But we don't know if he's being seen, and we don't know if these eyes of the tiger and the bird are seeing anything in particular. They could just be at survey, right, looking around for something. So an observation like that is actually enough. I know that sounds incredibly thin, small, weak, but it's interesting. Why all these eyes? Like eyes everywhere, but not a spectacle to see, right? Thomas Mann could have very easily described the passage as the bird looked at Aschenbach or the tiger looked at Aschenbach, but instead they don't. So we've got all these eyes, but nothing being seen. Aschenbach's mental eye is seeing something, but then of course in reality his real eyes are probably doing the same thing that these tigers' eyes are doing and these birds' eyes are doing. When you daydream, what are you really looking at, right? Kind of nothing, right? You're staring out into space, which very well could be what the tiger and the bird are also doing, or the birds are also doing at this moment. I hope that gives you yet another instance of how I'm actually looking something much more kind of like a description or an observation, and not a grand master, like, ta-da, I understand the universe now, or I understand all of Death in Venice now, or I understand everything about Aschenbach that there is to know now. It's just an observation, and a curious one, an interesting one. Why do these eyes not have any object for their gaze?